Alright, we are here. Recording session number 15. I actually don't know. 5 or 6? 7? No, I think this is episode session 5. I think that sounds about right. I'm still behind like 2 VODs, but I'll get this uploaded after this. Let's boot this puppy up. Hi. Dream computer exploding? Hold up. Oh. It's fine now, that was weird. Oh, it's because I opened up my recording software and it got a little cranky. Let's see if that holds.
Feels weird seeing shame when the sun's still up.
True! Yo, Pyco. With the 7 months, thank you. If my computer is getting owned by trying to do all this, then I'll just like drop one of the recordings. We'll see.
Cheer 100. Cheer.
I'll make the
100,
YouTube stream
cheer,
cheap
100,
actually.
Cheer,
I'll
100,
have it
cheer, 100.
reuse. There we
I
go.
never kept on it, but when the
Let me restart
KH2
it over there.
PC decomp was being worked on, our rent, a majority of KH games built on the same engine that evolved throughout the games.
The games.
AKA a decomp of 2 would put significant progress on a decomp of 1, or recomp.
I don't think that's how that works, unfortunately. I think that, technically it would carry over to some of the other games. I don't really know. I wish I knew the details of that sort of thing, but it's still like, as far as I know, decompiling a game is just like re-engineering all of the functions of the game by hand, you know? And that would be different for 1 and 2, but I guess the idea is that maybe instead of decomping KH2 and then like using whatever's applicable for the other games, why not just decomp 2 and then just import the other games into 2's engine, you know? To some degree that's kind of already possible without even decomping 2. But I can't speak too much on that. Anyways, what did I do last? Oh yeah, I killed Ezexian, who hijacked the last stream by creating an illusion that I had been fighting pre-Barbosa Larxene for almost 4 hours straight. But then when I realized who the real culprit was, it was Zexian all along, so I beat him and now we can move on. And we'll face the real Larxene later. There we go, I had to turn down the volume on my end. Anyways. It's dark. Yeah, it kinda is. That room doesn't really help too much. Let me know if it's like persistently dark on the CRT. I'll see what I can do about it if it's bad in like normal worlds. Oh yeah, this is like... I'm still not 100% on what world people typically do here. Like, I know tryhard route is, you know, like, going here instead of doing both of these first. Yo, what is up, Boobop? I forget. Halloween Christmas Town gives you Magnet, and Agrabah gives you fuck all. Because it's either you do both of these and then Hollow Bastion 2, or you do 1, then Hollow Bastion 2 in its entirety, and then you do a leveled up version of one of these because it is like after the halfway point spike in the game. What's the over-under here? I definitely want Magnet more than anything, right? Yeah, fuck it. If this were KH2 Vanilla, I'd be going to Agrabah for fucking Explosion. But that's not what this is. I need to refresh myself on the exact details of the differences for vanilla. That'll be fun, though, when we get to that. I'm definitely gonna stream both vanillas as well, just, you know, without sitting through the cutscenes so it'll be a lot faster when we get to 2 international. 2 int. There we go. Symmetry. Symbolism. I think you're not a tryhard. Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying. How's Donut working on Vanilla Cage 2? Same or... It's actually a little bit worse. Not because of the inherent function of Donut Ship, everything shooting at your center of mass, but the base mobility of Gummy ships are significantly worse. So a Donut ship that has no... you know, no auxiliary pieces that grant mobility actually has a lot harder of a time moving across the screen, which normally is fine, but when it comes to the Gummy routes that actually do pose a threat, like the one with the pirate ship that like shoots AoE shit at you, and like any, especially it's that route, and also the one going into Pride Lands where that dude shows up halfway through and like punches you. That actually, I died like a number of times every time I've played that version trying to get through that, because they literally just like one-shot you. Because the things that do hit you as Donut, they hurt. Like you probably died in Final Mix to the like the pirate ship one, like your first time doing Donut Ship. And that's, imagine that, but you're like 3 times slower. That's what vanilla Donut Ship is like. Otherwise, it's the same in terms of just the sheer survivability quirk that it gets to have. Morning stream. I almost did, actually. My sleep schedule was so fucked yesterday. Oh, can I get a yellow baby? Sleep schedule was so fucked that I almost was like, oh, what if I just like went live at 9? But I wasn't feeling I had enough energy for that. So I took a decent little nap. I'm trying to kind of not do the thing where you like, oh, I'm gonna stay up all night and through the next day and get to sleep the next night at a normal time. It's kind of like that, but with like a modest nap instead of raw dog all the way through, and I feel pretty good. Caught. Yo, what's up, Day? Thank you for the 49 months. Yeah, you got me. My cocksucking friends finally got me on ARAM. And I actually like it. Not enough to play it solo, but my favorite champion is Kale. And my favorite role, or my favorite type of champions, mine is Aura. My favorite type of champions are the ones that are AD auto carry, specifically if they're ranged, you know. But the one time I played tank, I liked Galileo as I call him. Getting into Path of Exile 2 really opened me up to a whole genre of games that I had never, ever thought had any appeal to me. It's kind of like when I played Digital Devil Saga and I realized why turn-based games were sick, or could be sick. Because Persona 3 Fez did not give me that same feeling, though I did make it through that beforehand. But when I played DDS, especially in spite of having just finished P3, I was like, oh, this is what a good turn-based game feels like to play. The menus aren't laggy as hell, and combat is fast, it's fun. The music is good. There are no exams. Yeah, press turn, exactly. No, I actually very specifically remember my first session of Digital Devil Saga, and having the camera angle perspective actually be like, you know, like flat behind the pro tag, rather than like, you know, isometric-ish, and the character model that you're looking at is this like 3 polygon, like semi-chibi bullshit. And you have like a real character if I to risk the trope, Dark Souls perspective, you know. But also, you know, Cosmic Hanako art style in the mix of all that 3D models that actually looked like they had presence on screen. Like, it was almost immediately that I started to feel satisfaction just from walking around in Digital Devil Saga, because I actually felt immersed in the dungeon crawling of all things, you know?
Good going, Sora!
Not to mention everything that's awesome about, you know, press turn combat as well. And even back then I was anal about lagless menus. Because, like, when you play a game like Persona 3, 100-hour save file, whatever, and the menus, you start to become aware of all the menus that you do on a regular, routine basis. Like, for example, I don't know how much this is something that a player actually wants to do instead of just, like, healing from the menu. Not that that's much better, but, like, talking to fucking Mitsuru to get the party healed up, and you talk to her, go through a laggy dialogue that shows up, press the heal button, and then you hear boing, 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 one after another on the menu, or on the field, or whatever, in the Tartarus lobby or whatever, I don't remember. And then another laggy text box shows up, and then you go on with your day, like a 8-second operation at best or something, versus DDS. And then you're good. You also feel it with Soul Hackers. That's the whole reason. That's one of the reasons I played Soul Hackers as early as I did, because I saw the Buffmeister video of the Raido fight, and I saw the confirm button spamming to just like repeat most of like repeating the last actions of all your party without just pressing the auto button, auto repeat. And it's just and it's like, holy shit. I think I locked onto that as a concept because of seeing KH2 speedruns, and I just remembered, yeah, what you do want to do actually is go to Agrabah first, but that's probably because of the Wisdom Form leveling on the go strats. I want Magna though. I don't care.
Hey, this is Halloween Town, right?
But there's a menu. I don't know if it still is the biggest menu of the run in terms of how much you change in a single menu sitting, but like seeing speedrunners pull that off, like one input after another, doing their efficient things to hop between menus, like pressing shoulder buttons to get from character to character, which I still don't do on a regular basis. Seeing that and seeing speedrunners talk about like, oh yeah, the menus are so fast, and then you play Birth by Sleep and they're like really laggy and slow, and I'm like, oh, I get it, you know. So having that experience, hot off the heels of a 100-hour Persona 3 Fez plus the Answer playthrough into DDS, you know, was pretty eye-opening. And I've been conscious of it ever since. In every game I've played, always.
What's that for?
It's Jack!
Jack Garland. Guys don't realize how important it is to make a good menu. True.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy! Welcome back! And Merry Christmas!
Merry
Especially
Christmas.
in a JRPG, like,
Don't you mean
you
Happy
spend half the
Halloween?
game in the menus sometimes.
Of course, Halloween greetings from Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King!
Another game that is very
Forgive
important to me
I'm
that
in a
has
Christmas mood. You
perfect
see, I'm running the
menus is
show
Tony
again
Hawk.
this year,
Like,
but
the
I
entire
need
Tony
Santa
Hawk
Claus
series
blessing, so I'm off to Christmas
is
Town.
instant.
Sandy Claus.
Soul Hackers on the
Wait, you
Sega Saturn,
mean
yeah.
Santa
check this out.
Claus.
Oops.
Aren't these decorations wonderful? This year, Halloween Town's going to handle Christmas too. But first, we have to visit Sally. She's working on something no self-respecting Santa Claus can do without. Come along, I'll show you.
A Halloween Town Christmas.
I got it. Get in the way of the camera.
Wanna go check it out?
Slackers for the Saturn. The OG release. The PS1 version was like a port,
Come on, hurry!
and it's really scuffed. Like, there's a lot that's weird about it. Do you have a Saturn? Yes, I do. I have a Japanese Sega Saturn. It wasn't even all that expensive. I also have Devil Summoner, just OG. But most importantly, I have Side Pocket 2, otherwise known as Minnesota Fats Pool Legend, Sega Saturn version.
Hello, Doctor. Where's Sally?
Can't you see that I'm in the middle of an experiment?
Fix it, Vita? Oh yeah, I have it over there. And I went through and collected a number of my non-USB-C cables to make sure I just had them all in one spot. USB mini, USB micro.
heavy.
Let's toss it!
Do you guys know how to fix stick drift on a Vita? What's the problem exactly? Wasn't it like a stick drift sort of thing? You guys ever dealt with that? Yeah, stick drift. Which stick? Does the Vita have a left and right stick? It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Left or right?
Imbeciles! Now my experiment is ruined!
Sally, did you finish it? I want to show my good friends.
I'm sorry, Jack.
I want to show my good
I
friend.
need a little bit more time.
Oh. Well, that's all right. Just as long as it's ready for Christmas.
But, Jack,
I'd best be off. I've got to go get Sandy Claus right away. Wonderful to
Really
see you
pretty neat
again.
booting that Vita up.
Goodbye
I've
for
never interacted with a real
Go get Santa Claus.
Vita, or even a fake Vita.
please, Thora.
Top
I'm
10
afraid
psyop
something
movies, this
terrible
shit
will happen
sucks.
if Jack goes through with this.
You can try that
Do you actually think that, or is that just somebody else's very strong opinion about this film?
Are those strange-looking fellows in the town square with you?
Huh? What
We have the same
fellows?
opinion? Okay, good.
You
Just,
know,
make,
the
just
ones
making
who
sure.
wanted to
Sometimes I
spoil
don't know.
Halloween and Christmas? What are they called again? Heartless?
I haven't actually.
They're definitely
I
not
think
with
the
us.
only time I've
But
ever
Donald,
actually seen
Goofy,
a little
and I can
bit
get rid of them for you, and then we can
of
go
this
see
film,
Santa.
either of these or whatever.
But first,
Well, there's only
the
one of these
Heartless.
films, right? Was like on the TV of a Walmart as I walked past, and I was like, "Oh, that's what this movie looks like." Because, you know, claymation and whatnot, and that's all I've seen of it, was just a little bit in passing in a fucking Walmart. You know? Thoughts on Corpse Husband? Didn't he stop making videos? Didn't he, like, fuck up his throat? Or people, like, wanted to fuck him up or something weird? I don't know. Corpse Husband, Corpse Bride. Rage bait successful. What's rage bait? But it's like confuse bait. Also, my party members are fucked up from the Zexian fight. Let me fix that. They're on Relentless with their attacks equipped. I guess I could keep that on Donald Thunder and Goofy Tornado especially. That's just good survivability for like everything. I'll just keep them on with that actually. That's not bad. Just this is not Tornado. Which one of these is Tornado? What the fuck is this? Might be time to whip out Google Translate. Lens, or whatever. Translator. Crisis half? Oh, damage control. Auto change. Item boost. Not bad, but I don't plan on giving him items. So, potions would be good, especially with that. And this is Durfy Blade Goofy Turbo. I'm gonna assume that that's, Blade is a mistranslation on the phone of, like, disc. Or whatever. That's gotta be. When does Goofy learn Force Boost? Force Boost Tornado? That's, they nerfed that from, international version. Oh, that's, Last to Live. Second chance. And damage control. I need to give him AP. I needed more basic gear. I'm missing out on a bunch of shit. Or AP ring. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. But I do need to... I don't need to, but I'll just keep them on Relentless. I want them to be able to have more survivability, and especially Goofy Tornado.
Goofy!
Goofy Tornado. It's like having a passive Chicken Little magnet when he goes in on it, because you can just, like, he can just pick up some of the biggest enemies, too, and just pull them in, and you can just, like, do aerial dive combos on them, like, right away. It's actually sick as hell. Added a new SSD. Feeling feisty? Hell yeah.
Now hear this, you things!
M2, 2 terabyte.
By order of the mayor! Jack, where are you? I'm only an elected official. I can't handle this by myself.
That's David when I'm late to Dungeons and Dragons to log in with my Jack Garland character. Jack, where are you? One of those fights where you can just die but not do that. I haven't done this in a while, using this limit and like alternating correctly. Because the downbeat one is way better than the upbeat. It goes back and forth on the command. Is Goofy set up right? Does he have Tornado on? What is he doing? Boyo! Yeah, there he goes. Actually so good. Let me get this. Oh! No! Bitch. Does this not even kill you? It just stuns you? That's bullshit. It'd be really funny if you could instantly end this optional fight just by getting decapitated. In the speedrun, they literally summon Genie just to make sure that the enemies only hit you and you just get instantly blended and it moves on right to here. World dark as hell. Yeah, let me see if I can boost that. It's not meant to be this fucking dark on the TV. Excuse me. I'll just throw in a little post-process. There we go. Weird when I have it set up, split through my capture card like this back to the CRT. There's some things that can get caught in the mix. There we go. That should be much better. Nice, okay. Oops. small visual difference in version of the 2 is that English has an S in the command menu, 2J, 2FM, simply read command. I never noticed that. Command versus commands, plural? Whoa. Hold up. What about, command? Is that like that in KH1 as well? Where it says command instead of plural? Maybe that's why... You know, I guess that finally explains why in Betwixt and Between, the command menu is so drastically different for such a simple... Like, in International, when you're there, it's a transparent version of, like, the basic KH1, like, flat color menu. But in the Japanese versions, it's like a transparent silver, and the only part of it that changes color is the text. So that actually explains why such a simple thing is different between, like, language versions. I didn't know that. Let me write that down. Thanks. Nice. Isn't the name of this fucking movie Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Halloween? Before Halloween? Nightmare Before Hanukkah? Or whatever? He only produced it? Yeah, but is it not in the fucking title? The PSYOP? It's his. It's Tim Burton's. I didn't say it was made by him, but it is his. Think about it. Is Santa missing? Think about it.
Here it is.
More of a
the
Danny
door to
Elfman movie?
Christmas
Yeah, but
Town.
is it in the fucking title? Danny
The
Elfman's
spooks of
Nightmare
Halloween
Before
can get so
Hanukkah? Hold
tiresome
on.
Year after year. I wanted something new, and I found this.
Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas is a 1993
John,
American
this
stop
door is a
motion
world
whatever.
filled with wonders, the likes of which you've never seen.
They didn't say that
First, I
they
couldn't
made it or
believe my
directed it,
eyes.
it's just his.
Everything was so fresh and
His copy.
exciting.
Come on, just open it.
Think about it. You are here early. Yes. Hello. I was talking about it earlier. I realized that for production streams, I shouldn't have the same, like... Try and do the streams of them around the same time I would do, like, any other stream. When making some shit like the KH1 video, I would do recording or, like, editing sessions at, like, fucking 7 in the morning. And not because I woke up early, but because I was up late, right? I almost went live at, like, 9 a.m., but I needed a nap.
Cool.
So, production streams are way more free-balling in terms of, because this is basically just, you guys are just here while I'm working on the video, and we both, it's like a win-win. But that means I'm not going to do the same usual things I do to maintain,
In his workshop.
like, streaming around the same time I normally would. As like a rhythm
Shall
sort of
we?
thing.
Ooh.
That's the idea. Probably a lot more of this sort of thing when I'm doing these kind of streams. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't remember, this song and these outfits are new to Final Mix. You play Vanilla KH2 and it's still playing Halloween Town music and Sora still looks spooky. Every time I hear specifically the MIDI version of this theme, it reminds me of the playthrough of this game I did on emulator like a few months before 2.5 came out. Where for the first time I like ran past the enemies instead of like killing them all between rooms, and I was like level 30 something going into Roxas, and I got like walled there, and then like the 2.5 came out, and I was like, okay, I'll just like play that. But I remember getting to this part and being like, whoa, this is different and new. And it always reminds me of that playthrough. Because I had just built like my first PC capable of doing, you know, emulation. PS2 emulation. I was like, I'm gonna play a fucking 2007 video game. On my 2014 grade gaming computer. The way that you have to go in and out of the menu to like hand in the items that you got for doing certain things. It's like that in 3 as well. It's really funny. Damn, where do you gotta go for some damn armor? I'll take one of these though. I just need to sell some bullshit. Mega elixir? No, it's just an elixir. That's good, I need more of those. Giving this to Goofy. KH2, one of the most lightweight games. Yeah, probably because the emulator... Kind of like the Demon Souls of the PS2 emulator, right? Like it's pretty much, it was pretty much the most sought after game to play on the PC. If you didn't have like a PS2 somehow. What's this? Oh, that's Aerial Finish, isn't it? Yeah, I don't usually use Aerial Finish actually. But maybe I could justify it on 30 FPS. No, I just like the satisfaction of 2 standard finishers more. It's easy on the CPU compared to a lot of games. Well, yeah, the reason why it's easy on the CPU is because, like, you know, when they were making the emulator, they were like, yeah, let's make it play KH2 first and foremost, kinda, you know. That's probably why, more so than it just consequently is easier, you know? Like, that's the reason why it's easier on it. They built it around that, kind of, as far as I know. Oh, those accessories are huge. They're much better than this fucking thing. Everything but Thunder Res. Not necessarily, there's several other popular PS2 games that were way harder to run well. Well, maybe the emulator devs didn't gaff as much about those games. I'm not saying it's definitively why, but like, you know. This was a highly sought-after game to play on the personal computer. Maybe more so than those games. Okay, let's not forget there was no PS3 version all the way back then, you know. Pretty sure God of War, Ratchet, Sly, they all had PS3 collections, if anything. I don't know if that makes the case better, though, in my argument. I don't know. Oh yeah, 30 FPS as well. Yeah, that's a big deal, actually. And I always wonder, like, why did this game have to be 30 anyways? DMC3, fucking, every Devil May Cry runs at 60 on the PS2. All the ones that are on the PS2, at least. And these saves take a while. I emulated this shit with WASD because I couldn't make my controller work. Oh, shit. I did that with Persona 3, but not because I couldn't make the controller work, but because I just wanted to sit there. Spacebar was X. And just like WASD with that was like almost all I needed for like the entire fucking game. But I do remember playing KH1 on the computer labs computer once with a level 100 save file, like fighting Sephiroth on WASD, and that was pretty fun. Higher level of detail on stuff like textures. Does this game really have a higher level of detail on textures? And isn't level of detail on textures more of a matter of
Here too?
RAM and disk size and not the frame rate of what's on screen? Or like the action of what's happening on screen? The thing that makes this game chug the most is when there's like a fuckload of orbs on screen all at once, you know? That might be a limit, but...
There. Yeah, this is it.
Polygons. Oh, that too. If it's like Yandere dev type game, but I would imagine that
Okay.
Devil May Cry games on average have more poly count per like the characters than this game. Maybe.
It's over.
I should don't know.
Back off.
Could just also be square, you know.
Take this.
Plus, like the case for Devil May Cry needing it more is there's much more of a case there because that game didn't have like an automatic proximity contextual based comboing system. You actually did that shit yourself, so it mattered more, it's faster.
That's where Santa Claus lives.
Why do you love this game so much? Space question mark. You. What's your take? What do you want from me, man? Sincerely. What do you want?
Well, hello everyone. Did you come to see if
I'm yanking your chain, but I also am genuinely curious.
Sora, sir.
Let's see. Sora.
I like the game.
Here you are.
I grew up with it, so my earliest memories are of it.
According to my list,
I like the game.
Sora, 7 years ago, you told everyone you did not believe in Santa Claus. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Bored as fuck, not gonna lie. I can tell. Welcome to the stream.
Am I on your list too by any chance? It's me, Jack.
Jack Skellington?
I guess as I've grown up with the games, I've
What
gotten to
sort of trouble
appreciate
did you
like
bring this time?
the
This
depth
time?
that they
It's a
come
long
with.
story.
You know, that like warrants actually continuing to play them and take them quote unquote seriously in a few different ways. I don't know. Fun. There's nothing else like it. There's really nothing else quite like it, you know. 1,000 Heartless fight if they weren't. Yeah, the shit like that. There's probably a lot of things that they were able to fit into the overhead of this game because they were targeting 30. But when I think about KH1 and especially like earliest versions of the game, that game is very sensitive to just a large volume of orbs on screen. Like, say everybody has Jackpot or whatever, or you know, the final gummy route, you get to the wall of like the Ultima gummy pieces, the enemy gummy ships, and the game's frame rate drops like literally in half. Why am I fighting these guys right now? Cage 3's method of doing like a 10,000 Heartless fight is so much worse. It has aged worse than Cage 2's method. Isn't that funny? It aged badly from day one because you could just like look at the fake shadows that surround the perimeter and they're moving at like 3 FPS. I wonder if the PS5 version is gonna go back and fix some of that stuff.
Silence.
Like there's a lot of that in
This is
that
a
game as like an
pleasant surprise.
optimization, like
That fool Jack brought Sora and the
frame
others with
rate
him. Now we can
culling,
deal with all
I
of
guess
them
you
at
might be able to call
once.
it, like Hercules, one of his attacks, if you look at him while he's doing it, he's like spinning like a big like boulder or like urn or whatever, and he's like at like half the frame rate or less of the rest of the fucking game, and it's still like that. I don't know if it's like that on PC, but I think it's still like that on PS4 or even on PS5.
It's lock, shock, and barrel.
Not those three.
Two's method was you fight the
assure
hardest with
you
the
they're
reaction
not with
commands
us.
and the limit form.
Well, whatever the case, they've been
3 is
quite
you use
naughty.
attractions.
Catch them
Oh.
and bring them back here. They're going to
I guess
get
you
a
could
lecture.
technically say that in 3 you get to use more normal combat up
Mr.
until the part
Claus,
where
I
you,
wanted to
you know,
talk to you
use
about
the train
Christmas
and it
first.
kills
You'll have to wait.
the back
I need to see
75%
how
of that
things are
fight.
progressing in my workshop.
But in K2 you can do it a number of different ways. Like randomizer, you have magnet 3 and like
Come on, Jack. Let's
42
catch those little pranksters.
magic stat. You can just like look at the ground in first person,
Alright, then.
so everything spawns on top of you and they just all die instantly. Not actually a stickman. I remember I once considered if for like streams keeping my public appearance to like almost like a stickman VTuber, or it being like a secret identity like Daft Punk. But I thought to myself, like, that's not practical. I cannot maintain that bit in the long run. But sometimes I wonder. I guess I'm still in Valor form, I'm just taking to the fight. Do you think 1 through 3 collection on Switch will also be cloud-based? I'm pretty sure we know as a fact that it's not going to be cloud-based. Like, they're actually putting 1.5, 2.5 on Switch 1. But 2.8 and 3 are going to be only on the Switch 2, right? Which is really funny, because Dream Drop Distance is like the same fucking, like, overhead as 1.5, 2.5. They easily could include that in that, but just because that game is like a 4-hour KH3 prologue tech demo, then it can't be on the Switch 1. Even though it was on the Nintendo DS, 3DS. Isn't that funny? You ever think about that? I've been thinking about that. What is this? What? Oh. Oh, it's the Thunder. Nice. Now I have all 3. That actually gives me a fighting chance against the Larkscene. Maybe I'll try that after this world. Again. Especially if I had 2, somehow. What would it take to get another? I think I can buy an Acresis, which has all 3 triple res at some point. Like if I went to Hollow Bastion, I think they would have it there. I'll check later. Did they ever patch out Endless Trinity in the Switch Cloud version? I'm not aware that they ever did anything about that, to be honest. They brought back the oldest bug, in a way. Trinity Limit being, like, egregiously overpowered for nothing. They brought that back. They never did. That's so funny.
I was so looking forward to destroying that ridiculous Christmas
Rather have
town.
Days a Recoded remake?
Now that Sora and those imbeciles are here,
rather
I
have
think
Days.
a change of plan is called for. Revenge before pleasure, after all.
Recoded is already pretty good, just as it is. Days just, like, is
The
not.
magnificent, malevolent kind, of course.
That sounds really bad.
They just gotta give Roxas's game a fucking proper
And that's
treatment,
super duper
you know?
bad.
Oogie Boogie. That bag of
Are you guys old enough
incensed
or have been
insects.
playing these games on the collections long enough to remember
How intriguing.
when the Days movie
And
didn't
where
have the
might I
Roxas
find
versus
you?
Shion fight at the end as part of the movie? You guys remember that?
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Do some of you guys not
More
know that that was
intriguing
added
still.
later?
I believe I'll bring your master back.
Do you still have to go out of your way to download it on PS4/PS5? Yeah, like the free update or like optional add-on that put the KH1 theater mode in is also where they were like, yeah, let's actually make this movie have a fucking final boss scenario. But maybe it comes with your Xbox nowadays. I don't know. Yeah, I remember that
I
shit.
feel like a million bugs.
I remember it was so
really
cool.
owe you one for
Well, they're like,
this.
oh, they finally added this, because I've been complaining for years, like how
Indeed
stupid
you
it was that they couldn't
do,
just have one,
Do you remember
actual
Sora,
fight,
Donald,
you know?
and Goofy?
because the
Do I
cutscenes of that game
remember
were like so obviously
You're too much.
like they were
I'll
going to
never
remake
forget
the
what they
game, and
did to
then
me.
they were like, okay, well, we have these, so let's just throw
What
this
was
in
it
like
they
a
did to
2-hour,
you?
40-minute fucking thing
Squashed you like a
where it cuts
bug.
to black before
That
every
sounds
fight, pretty much.
bad.
And Jack helped.
Even worse.
They creamed you.
That's right. That's right. That's one thing I won't be forgetting
Roxas,
anytime soon.
what's our
It's
sauce's
the last
name?
Thing I remember. And
Sea
it's the
salt
only
sauce.
thing I'll remember
You
until
really
I teach
do
those
remember
clowns not to mess
happy
with
ending.
Mr. Oogie Boogie.
The YTP
Yes,
idea I
that's
had
right.
earlier.
That's the spirit. And I have the
Roxas,
perfect plan
what's our sauce's
already in
name?
mind.
Sea salt sauce. You really do remember.
Have you ever heard of Christmas Town?
Mr. Oogie, wake up, wake up! We want to see how bad you are.
Cage multiplayer experience since the BBS one. You know, every handheld,
It seems
except
he
for
needs
maybe
more time to
Recoded.
recover.
Yeah, Recoded didn't have a proper
You three,
mode of any sort,
stay
but like
here
every
and
other
keep
game
Sora
besides
and the others
Recoded
occupied.
has PvP in one way or another.
My Hawkers will help you, but do not
GBA com, you can do system link 1v1s. Days,
There they
you
are.
can do 1v1s, and maybe even more. Same with BBS. You can do like 1v1s or like teams or some shit.
Down. Get him!
And even Dream Job Distance, you could do the spirit Pokemon battles that are like, you know, they're loosely based on the Chain of Memories card system. You could do those with other people too. Isn't that crazy? It's probably really fun in Days. I think I'm gonna be trying that soon.
It's over.
BBS has some version of PSP emulator, or maybe the PSP emulator just outright supports it. But you can play that online at least. What if just did that a few years ago? What are these items? Why do I have so many extra ones? I must have picked up a mega potion or something in the chest. I wonder if I can get that. Probably not. I have a couple things. Ooh, the drift. I remember it's gonna make this annoying as hell to see what they're doing, but. You guys see the clip I linked on Twitter of Bloody Biscuits in 2010 calling KH2 a button masher? That shit was really funny, because like that was obviously before he ever got his hands on 2FM, but like it was a FAQ. Somebody asked him like, "Oh, what's your favorite Kingdom Hearts game?" And he said, "Kingdom Hearts 1, because Kingdom Hearts 2 is all more of a button masher, and KH1 is all more balanced and requires magic."
Okay. Let's go.
Isn't that crazy to like see nowadays? Like, obviously that's still true when you're talking about vanilla KH2 and like no critical mode and shit, but like, damn. Different time zones. Damn, it'd be cool if you could kill him with that. Oops. Oh yeah, form hits don't require finishers. Remember when, do people still complain about that with KH2 nowadays? About how you have to land a finisher or a spell to actually confirm a kill on a boss? People used to really complain about that, didn't they? Yeah, it is 100% valid to call KH2 a button masher if you're playing on like anything but crit, you know?
Confound it, now I've lost my way.
KH1, the versions we had, even on like normal mode, because there wasn't beginner or anything, but even on normal, it still required a lot more of you if you wanted to consistently get good results out of it.
Getting ready for Christmas.
Especially on
Is that
expert.
you, Mr. Santa Claus?
Yes,
Because
but
we
please
got
call me Santa Claus.
the KH1 equivalent of critical mode in our
Of course.
version.
Mr. Santa Claus, I was hoping I'd find you here.
So if anybody
You
ever called
see,
KH1 a button masher
it's
back in the day, you
very
could say, yeah,
important
try that
you
shit on
come back to
expert,
Christmas
kid.
Town. I'm afraid
And then they would
something
find out.
terrible is going to happen if you don't.
Because expert is the same
I
as
am
proud,
behind on my preparation.
just minus a few things.
All right.
I think
Tell
expert,
Jack I'll be waiting
I think
for him at
KH1
home.
expert is harder
He had
than
something to say
1.5
to
or
me
1FM
about
proud.
Christmas.
You don't get leaf
But
bracer.
that's just it.
It's the
Please,
same
go home and
it's
lock
the same
door,
modifiers, but
and
you
if
don't get
Jack
fucking
knocks,
leaf bracer.
Don't open it.
And Riku Ansem is harder,
There. The large one.
and the
in
cutscenes are
red.
unskippable.
All I gotta do is kidnap him?
That's right. Lock him up at once. Then begin destroying Christmas Town. That's sure to make Sora and the other fools come running.
And then they're all mine.
You better get
Yes.
MP gift.
And in the
Through.
meantime,
At least in
I'll
that
turn
version,
Santa
it was still very
Claus
good.
into Santa Heartless.
Are we done?
But I wonder
Who's
how
there?
common was it for people to have actually optimized their party members to get the most out of MP gift? Because if you were just some bum that like let Goofy have all of his other limits on and MP gift, and you had Donald set to constant offensive, you know, constant on offensive spells and maybe even advanced spells instead of just everything off but support spells, and Goofy had everything off but MP gift, then like I wonder how common it was for people to realize that that's the move back when MP gift was 1 MP to give 3, you know? Because that is like a huge part of what makes it insane. When I was 14, I was too fucking stupid to realize that bringing Goofy to Phantom was the move for MP gift, you know? I thought to myself, oh yeah, Donald uses spells, so I'm gonna bring him so he can help me kill Phantom. But it's like, that's actually the opposite of what you want, because you want all the damage to be yourself with high damage stats, and Goofy is just giving out MP, and you also want Pan to die on purpose. You know, that's the real strat, because Pan always gets doomed first. You just let him die, and then hope that Goofy doesn't steal your physical hits and just gives you, just like takes hits, gets MP rage, to give back his MP, just to gift you, and you don't even need items on vanilla. Crazy shit. Yeah, Peter Pan has a long history of getting put in his place, doesn't he? Donald can do some really cool shit, though, if you're letting him use offensive and advanced spells. His AI can be pretty cool, it's just not worth the MP
I've done a little redecorating.
when he could just be a cure bot and have Goofy literally just be Sora's secondary MP bar.
Wait, something's not quite right.
Really cool game.
I know
It's such a
what
cool
it
game when you
is.
factor in that
We
sort of
just
stuff.
need a little more of that boogie flair.
I do hope our jolly old friend is looking forward to becoming a Heartless.
Why did he repeat the same grunt voice on?
Clumsy
Funny.
oaf!
Every mainline party gets worse.
Are you still here? Why don't you?
Yeah,
oogie
I
on
guess
back
they
where
are
you came from?
somehow
You're
worse than
grabbing my
Cage 2
style.
and Cage 3.
Have you already
SMT demon?
forgotten who brought you back, you insolent bag of bugs?
Sorry,
I can do that.
Can't remember a thing.
Very well, you ingrate. You'll rue the day you spurned my help.
Oh right, this computer's not connected to... Hold on.
Elegant.
Why is it looping and not playing the next one? Oh, here we go. That's my favorite one.
Together now. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. These are Nocturne demon voices and sound effects. I have a folder that is like some of them. I really want to find out though how to get those myself out of Nocturne and DDS. Somebody sent me I forgot I had this, a small collection of DDS sound effects and like stems from the MIDI sound banks and shit, but I want to figure out how to get all of them. I want all of them, right? And I also want to figure out how to open up the MIDIs and like play the music in FL Studios, but it didn't work the same way that I could do it with the Kingdom Hearts music. Oh my god, I'm fucking dying, what? Oh! Where is, damn, Daniel! I don't know where I put it. I need money. I spent 1,200 money on fucking ethers. Oh no, I have armor now. It would be nice to get better rings though. What is this? Is this flash step? Right, you get flash step after Parasite Cage, right? For some reason. These motherfuckers. Hey. Tight. Yo, what's up, Kaiser? Yeah, I'm going through Cage 2 and getting, making a big video about the old vanilla versions, but this is the final mix that we know and love today, but on the PS2. OG version or the new version. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, this is my 36-inch Trinitron that I got for $0 on Facebook Marketplace a few years ago. $0, but I guess the cost of almost dying when I got it into this house because I almost lost my footing while holding it. God, I had like 3 other people helping me out. Critical mode, yeah. I don't think I've ever played this game on anything lower than critical ever since playing 2FM for the first time. I really should try Birth by Sleep on beginner mode. Just because that game is stupid as hell, but like beginner mode MF S-Terra at level 99, that could make for a good video just because I get away with so much bullshit. Then I wouldn't get to say that I've never played the game on anything but crit if I ever did that.
You and I have a score to settle, Jack. Same goes for your little sidekicks.
What are you planning to do with Sandy Claus?
Who?
Why do they call him Sandy Claus?
Sandy Claus? I don't know what you're talking about.
What is it, like Santa Claus? Do they have like the copyright on that?
Roly-poly red guy here. Time to go, Grandpa.
Equip 5 cures so he does Doom more. I learned recently that the details on him using Doom more, like in Phase 1, he replaces the attack that you want to see him do all the time, because it's like his only clear weakness that you can punish, quote unquote. He replaces it with Doom, so it's like a disaster if you ever get him mad enough from your setup. Because otherwise that fight is just like a 10-0 matchup That game has the most interesting quirk that would be really cool if that game didn't also suck in terms of being balanced, where a lot of the bosses feel like PvP. Like MF literally, like in the game, he reuses the same attack data that your commands are based on, like Mega Flare and all the rest of the attacks that he has that are similar to yours, Meteor and shit. It's literally just one-to-one the same. It's just, he's insane. Like, Prototype Jack versus Ancient Ogre in fucking Tekken Tag 1 type balancing. 12 versus Chun-Li when you're playing as Terra. That's why it's so fucking cool to pull off. I also learned recently, because the scripts for Mysterious Figure have been decompiled for some time now, it's a 10% chance that he uses Time Stop if you dare to hit him with a physical attack. Just a 10, like, somebody once told me it's if you hit him in the back, which I knew was just wrong. Like, they must have just made that shit up or pulled it out of their ass. But it's just a flat 10% chance when you hit him, for him to just reverse time and put you in a fucking literal mix-up situation. MF is a good bad boss, yeah. Like, so bad, like the room of boss design, it's actually, he's in my top 10 KH super bosses just because of the absurdity of it all. Will you press triangle? What the fuck? Yo, the double box. Yeah, there's a reason why I've gotten so much content out of MF over the years from, like, year one, you know? For as stupid as it is, objectively, overcoming that is really cool. It's different than something like No Heart in the same game, right? Oh, I have to fucking die. No. That's the wrong limit. Don't hit the wall! I only have ethers and no fucking... Oh, we're good. Oh, we're not good. We're very not good. This is a dilemma. 13th dilemma. Like my mouth, not my ass. Just for the record. I need to find a way to dump my drive without getting killed. Woo! Oh! Got greedy. I was like, oh, can I get a third parry to save my life? No. How are my anti-points still so high? Did I not... Didn't I kill Zexion with an intentional anti-form last stream, last night? Oh, last stream. Fight's worse than anything in KH1. This fight's not that bad. It really isn't. Maybe on level 1 it's scary, but it's just lame. The best version of this fight's gimmick is Rechain of Memories, specifically like the Riku version of it, just because you can just steamroll and the gimmick is so easy to speed through. Though I do like that in the KH1 version of this, if you do the world order in a really weird way, or you're in a randomizer and you have R's, after like the 9 hits you're allowed to deal, the 9 flinches before he knocks you off the platform, you can activate R's after the 9 hits, and he takes the damage of it. So you can do like a secret Ars Arcanum combo extension, which is legal in the base game if you do weird shit like finish Neverland before finishing Halloween Town, you know, Data Oogie. Vacation DMC mod. I played it when it first became available, like back in 2023. It's really good. Watch my video on it. That's an ether. Please don't be ankle. Page fans can be entertained by a Rubik's Cube or other children's toy of a similar difficulty level. I'm gonna give it up. I haven't read Page 3 Slander that was that creatively worded in a while. I like that. A Rubik's Cube or other children's toy of similar difficulty. You know, okay, Rubik's Cubes though, I gotta correct you on that at least. You're doing Page 3 too much of a favor when you bring the Rubik's Cube involved, because that, you can actually do a lot with that. Why I during D&D day? I'm gonna be only think about it. I'll be done in time for the campaign, don't you worry. I need to beat the rock here. As someone who does cubing, your chat kills me. Cubing that's real shit. I didn't know it was called that. That's pretty cool. Oh shit. Why is cubing a real word? Why not? A verb. It's a verb. You guys should be hating on everything. Alright, Cole, I gotta say, I didn't see the message you were reacting to. I thought that you were saying that you were a cuber and not just responding to that. So I thought for a good 15 seconds that you were a cuber. And I didn't think twice about it. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I heard about Tokon. Like, it fucks up your PC so bad you can't, like, Discord stream it. Is
Nice views of up here.
anti-cheat really that egregious nowadays?
That's right, away you go.
I mean, I guess it is the beta. That's almost certainly, like, they'll fix that right away. I should hope.
That's right, away you go.
Are those cubes? Zero EXP? No. Normal. No nonsense. Yo, Skyward, the 16 months thing. You know, I was thinking, though, for, like, the best comparison of all three versions, avoiding EXP and having, like, the minimum damage in all three versions might have been the move for showing... Like, one of the biggest things about the three versions is the improvements to damage scaling at minimum level that they made across the versions, which is where, like, KH2J is especially shitty. But I don't think I need to dedicate entire playthroughs to doing it like that. I can just get the footage of that later on for, like, specific things, rather than doing the whole playthrough under those terms. I gotta focus. It's gonna kill me. My ass hands, literally, from the ceiling. Everybody shut up. Boogie Boogie's talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope you like the boogie gift I picked out for you.
Yeah.
That's right, away you go.
Woo, the double. It's actually really easy to do. What the? What? Whoa, why did he make that noise twice? Is it because he got fisted? What the fuck was that? He just got owned. That's weird. Oh, There's a just frame RC you can get there, but the game started to slide me backwards before I could even get it. I think I've gotten it once though, it's weird. Oh yeah, Goofy Tornado is actually so good for helping you stay alive when these guys spawn in.
Now you just try dodging this. That's right, away you go.
Oh my god. True combo.
That's right, away you go.
Do not. Oh. I didn't do that. I may have gotten killed on right in the spot. Are you going into the wall, Sora? Oh my god. Sora's a death wish. Trinity into the spike. I have an idea. Hold on. Don't have everything in it. Don't die, lol. This is his job. This is Josh.
Nice view from up here.
You know, I actually, when I played the Switch Cloud versions, obviously I did BBS, so I could do MF and crash the fucking game, right? On whatever computer it was being played on, but when I played KH2 after, I stopped the playthrough here just because for some reason this, on like a rushdown critical mode playthrough of the game, was just egregiously irritating and I just never came back to it. So it could be worse. I have literally stopped the playthrough of the fucking Cloud port, to be fair, but you know. Why does he do that twice? He already recovered. Am I just that buff? With the maximum damage already? Jeez. It's because he got fisted again. Weird. Oh. I knew I should have pause buffered that. I had that shit ready. I thought that was gonna land so much sooner. What the fuck? Oh. I have more items than I have on right now. Let me... Goofy needs to have my standard potions. He has item boost. I'm fucking up. There we go. There we go. Yo, Elvis Nort with the 6 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still getting used to not being able to read what my fucking items are. That is something that... Like this, I've gotten used to that being an ether. It's like the most important fucking item in any of these games. It starts with a big I. Easy to remember. When these get in the mix, then things get marginal. But you know. Marginal. Do that. Technically, I don't need to have a Keyblade this buff. It could be... Unironically, damage control, Kingdom Key would be nice here. Actually, damage control is a huge buff over Defender. I just put that in Valor. Alright, much better. Don't forget this is a JRPG. We can make a we can beat the fight in the menus as well. I feel like learning the language to that degree is overkill, but just having a decent bit of memorization helps. Like, there are some things I already do have a bit of memorization for. If the skill starts with the word aerial, Like that I can recognize just because they're usually all next to each other, you know. Context clues plus a bit of like memorization that I'm developing here and there to get the job done. Plus, worst case scenario, there's always, you know, brute force, word translation on Google. Like learning the ABCs. Okay, if it really is that simple, I'll take a look. Yeah. Ooh. Oh shit! I thought I was gonna get hit by that. TBH.
Yeah. That's right, away you go! Yeah.
Oopie, protect me, please.
That's right, away you go! Yeah.
That's why it genuinely does have a lot of hazards on crit. That's why I didn't know Sludge. It never has been. It's simple, but...
That's right, away you go! That's right, away you go!
3 cycles you have to do, right? Or 4, I don't remember. Too much randomizer. That would be soft. I really should whip out the SpongeBob controller that has the turbo button. I wonder if the turbo button could get that shit like, you know, that 1 frame RC. I know it's really good for Slapshot Reflex. SpongeBob controller versus Sephiroth video. Oh. Alright, yep, dollar.
Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100 if this gets too hard for you. Proud mode is always the option. Is this your first time playing KH2 on Crit? What? My code is Watch.
Watch. Yeah, thank you for the bits. Bitch. Now watch this drive. Golf swing. Proud harder than Crit? That's not true. I know people like to say that. It's harder to enjoy. It takes longer to get through, but it's not harder. It can't be harder when you have double the fucking health and you take half the fucking damage. Just because you have, like, you don't have the same damage output and you actually have to manage your AP. But it's still, it's harder to stay awake than Crit. That's what it is. Why is he falling down and screaming twice in this fight right now? What's up with that? Bitch! Why is he tripping when he gets knocked off the platform? That's really odd. Is it the way of my party set up? I don't know.
Huh?
Weird as hell.
Huh?
Oh, he'd leak you. He'd leak you. Asmongold death scene? Oh my god.
All right, Christmas is safe again.
That's a new one. That's really good. That just reminds me of a time during the California fires. Somebody in a Twitch chat said, "I hope Asmongold burns to a crisp."
Yup, you ought to stick
Asmongold
to
does not live in
Halloween and
California.
spooky stuff.
He just took the opportunity to say that. To a crisp.
Here, it's done.
Wonderful! Why,
Doesn't
I
even live
love
in
it.
California.
Thank you, Sally.
Jack,
Like, where
do
the
you really have to do this?
But I make a splendid Sandy Claus.
Listen here, Jack Skellington. You saved me in Christmas as well, and for that I'm very grateful. But please promise you won't cause any more trouble. And about that suit, don't even think about taking over for me again.
I just thought you could use a little help this year, Mr. Claus. You must be exhausted from all the preparations, and I wouldn't mind a second chance to get this Christmas thing right.
Yes, being Santa Claus can be tiring. But let me tell you something, Jack. Seeing the happy faces of little children when they discover the presents I've brought them makes it all worthwhile, year after year after year. And you, Jack, you love to make them gasp and see them shiver with fright. What if someone tried to take all of that away from you? We both have very important jobs to do, Jack. Mine is to take
Asmund
care
lives in
of
Texas,
Christmas,
pretty sure.
and yours
There's
is
a
to
new
take
PR
care of
girlfriend making him
Halloween.
clean the house.
So
Yeah, I
each
saw that
have to
post.
do the very best we can.
What if he actually, like,
After all, you're the face
gets
of
a
Halloween,
decent haircut
Mr.
to
Jack
fit
Skellington, the Pumpkin King, the Knight of
whatever you would call
Nightmare.
his face type?
And even though you're fascinated with Christmas, Jack, Halloween is your true specialty. Don't you see?
You should get him to clean up his
Children rely
act
on
first.
Both of us to do our jobs. Halloween needs
Oh,
your
it's too late
attention,
for him in that
and I know
department.
Christmas needs mine. Urgently.
You're right. I am the master of terror. And if Halloween has become too routine, all I have to do is think of something new that'll really make them scream.
Jack! Oh, Jack! I've been looking for you everywhere. We must
wonder,
go over the plans
when
for
it
next
comes to
Halloween. I can't do a thing without
Someone
your
like
approval.
Asmongold being so public about some of the insane, disgusting stories of his existence.
Jack
Like,
Skellington.
I've kind of been a little suspicious of some of those things that he said, like the, you know, the blood wall,
There he goes.
where he wipes the
Yes,
gum
and I've got lots
blood
of names to
on the
check
wall.
and preparations to finish.
and shit like that. Like, obviously the pictures of his house and his room
Jack, this is no
kind of
time for
corroborate, and his
joking.
sink,
What's this?
you know,
Perhaps a bit
corroborate
too
all the rest
festive
of
for
it,
our
but like,
Halloween needs.
you think he's leaning into it as like a controversy engagement bait sort of thing? I think it's a little bit of both. Oh, there's a picture of the blood wall? Oh, never mind. Okay, let me Google that real quick. I don't think I've seen it, or seen it in a while. First image I found is the World of Warcraft housing replication of it. Where the fuck is the... Oh, there it is. Yeah.
We better
No,
get
that's the
going.
booger wall. Not the
Before
blood
you
wall.
do, Sora,
There's a different wall, I guess.
believe there's a friend of yours who, if I recall correctly, was the one who told you there's no such thing as Santa Claus.
Now, is it the blood wall?
Oh,
or the... I
yeah.
can't tell.
He did say that.
Be sure to give him my very best wishes.
I will, but
Yeah,
Do
the
you know where I
kitchen
can
sink with
find
like the
Riku?
spider in it and
no,
shit.
but don't give up. Remember, if you believe in Riku, you will find him, just as you found me.
right.
Boogie Boogie in real life. I don't know. Magnet. Yeah, usually you don't want to do this world before Agrabah. I remembered that like halfway into the world that they go to Agrabah right after Disney Castle. And now I kind of see why, but I definitely have a handful of extra levels off of like a rushdown playthrough, especially with once I grinded Wisdom up. Cowgirl on Asmongold's smelly dick and staring at the blood wall, hoping it's all worth the money. Oh my. You guys enjoy this cutscene. I gotta take a piss break after seeing that. I'll be RP.
Maybe waiting isn't good enough.
My thoughts exactly. If you have a dream,
Enjoy this
don't
cutscene.
wait. Act.
Where the hell? How do
One
I
of
stream?
life's little rules. You got it memorized.
Where the hell are all my?
Who are you?
Axel. I happen to be an acquaintance of Sora's.
Can I see all the rest of my chat box?
Why don't we go see him?
Elgato video capture? Oh, it was in a folder. I'm sleepy, evidently. Okay, BRB.
We've got something in common, Kyrie. You and I both miss someone we care about. Hey, I feel like we're friends already.
You're not acting very friendly. Hey, what is this place? Huh?
You okay? What? You and that dog came flying out of a hole in the wall. You nearly gave us heart attacks.
Looky there! Twilight Town!
I'm back, you guys. Still talking shit about Asmongold's smelly dick and blood ball. New topic. It's time.
Yep, I can see it.
Chip and Dale can see it too. Through the wall. The blood wall. Give me my damn limit form. I'm gonna kill Larxene with limit form. Blood wall. That's like a. It's like a level 3 in a fighting game. Special move. Blood wall. Reality stone. Blood wall. Reality stone. Web ball. Bloodwall.
Sounds
Reality
like we've
Stone.
got trouble. Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
We have these chests, huh? Oh yeah, this game teleports you from the forest straight to the usual place. Trying to get everything. I almost thought I had aerial dodge for a second there. I almost just like quick ran across to then double jump. I'm like, wait, I don't have that yet. Oh! Oh, nice. Thank you, Sora. Think about it. Think about it. Did you just see Goofy standing on that ledge looking at me? And, like, I look around and he's just gone. Because he, you know, he teleported back to me. That was powerful. That was like that, like that Sherlock Holmes game, the Creepy Watson video. Because, like, the Watson in that game was programmed to, like, to do that very egregiously. Oh, there's a skateboard. Why have I not... Dude. I could just use this to get, like, the whole room's worth of movement. And chests. Fuck. Okay. Forgetting, like, the coolest shit in this game, having this. I can't believe this wasn't in 3. Oh, skateboards aren't popular anymore. Yeah, well, neither is Kingdom Hearts, buddy. Talking about, hey, we didn't put skateboards in KH3 because they weren't popping as much as they were in 2005. Well, neither is Kingdom Hearts. So, pick your battles, Square. It's kind of not true. KH3 sold like crazy, but you know what I mean. Cultural zeitgeist and all. I should room save. If I die, I have to get all this shit again. I'm not gonna room save because if I die, I'll get all the skateboard. Oh yeah, magnet, nice. You know what else is in KH3? The other rooms in this world? Yeah, true. Yo! What the fuck?
We'll take it from here.
Hit by a truck?
Sinano_ just subscribed. Got hit by a truck today.
GDQ done it? How fast was the truck going? Shit, not dying. If real. Thank you for the big tier 3 for 26 months. That's a lot of months for tier 3. Yeah, what make and model? And how fast? It was barely starting to accelerate? Okay. It was like a tap. That's cool though. You know, when you get hit by a car by any context, you get to say that you got hit by a car. It doesn't even matter the speed or the details, you know. You tank that shit. Because the statement is still true. Oh yeah, this RC works way better at 30 FPS, by the way. Enemies fall out of it egregiously more in 60, so it's a lot more reliable. Like that, with that, like that little dusk or whatever, all the time. Like, look at this. Woo! That guy fell out though. And he jumps right back into it. Yeah, we're taking this all the way. Oh, that guy's armored up. He's bricked up. Didn't think I didn't see that. Why do I still have a Kingdom key? I gotta fix that. Goofy. I was gonna do a cool, like, jump blizzard clutch for the swag, but
Impressive.
Goofy saved my life. Goofy Tornado is really good.
By the way, have you seen a man named Axel? I expect he's here somewhere.
Like I care.
You see, Axel's no longer acting in our best interest.
Is he with the organization too?
Yes.
You have enough fun?
Yes.
Not a very organized organization.
Yes.
Don't let your guard down. Axel will stop at nothing to turn you into a Heartless.
Gee, thanks for looking out for us, mister. But I'm sure we can take care of ourselves just fine.
Glad to hear it. Axel aside, it would break our hearts to hear something happen to you.
Hearts? You don't have any hearts.
True, we don't have hearts. But we remember what it was like. That's what makes us special.
What do you mean?
We know very well how to injure a heart. Sora, you just keep on fighting those Heartless.
Let's jump in after him.
How come?
I'm not sure, but maybe he'll lead us to the organization's world.
Don't be reckless. Do you want to end up like Riku?
What?
What?
Hey! Wait! What did he mean? End up like Riku?
Do you think the heart thing was meant to be bullshit when this game was written? Well, Demix does have that weird line where he's
How
like,
about you get out of
"Oh,
my
we
town
do
now?
have hearts. Don't
You've
be
caused
mad."
enough trouble.
Riku.
I do think that they
Come on, guys.
were cooking something with that as
Hold
they
it.
released this game.
Make up your mind.
This goes to the strongest guy in Twilight Town.
He's giving it to Goofy because he got the finishing
Thanks,
blow.
but we don't really need it.
Whoa!
He's the one that he got the last kill. He saved the day after all.
Oh, Sora! Pence, right? Do you know a girl named Kairi? Kairi? I sure do! Then you better come to the station.
I just looked at the pinned message. And the pinned message still says Asmongold death scene. And I didn't realize I was pinned up there the whole time. From earlier. Using this shit on Goofy, actually. Donald.
Give me strength! Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
Valor form just to run faster. It's fun. This early in the game.
Yeah! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Especially up hills.
Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
Hey!
Hey, so how do you guys know Kairi? Kairi was really here?
Yeah. And she said she was looking for you.
Tell me where she is!
Well...
What a romantic story.
If you stick around, Sora's bound to show up.
Yeah, he said he's coming back.
Okay.
What took you so long, Kairi? Somehow, I just knew you'd be here. I tell you, Kairi, you've got a lot of guts jumping right into the darkness like that.
I didn't know Sora was coming. He said he'd come back and visit. eventually. That's how.
Let go of me! Let go!
Kairi.
That was to drive forms persisting into cutscenes.
Sorry.
I don't know why they did away with that.
It's not your fault. Come on, cheer up. Like I can even say that. I gotta help Kairi. That was close.
Axel didn't defect by the end of Com. Have you ever perceived any of Days? Though I guess he didn't defect. He was double agent a little bit, you know. Or rather, I actually don't remember the exact details of it and why he had Zexion and Vexen taken out. I think,
Sora, are
I don't
you
know.
okay?
He's a lot more of a psycho
What?
in Com. Power play for Sayax. Oh yeah, that is true actually. Axel does the dirty work and Sayax goes up kind of further in the ranks in a way. They do say that, you're right.
What just happened? A new road is open, and Kairi and Riku are waiting somewhere along it.
You'd better hurry then.
You coming back?
Promise.
Promise. This. Roxas, what's our sauce's name? Sea salt sauce. You really do remember. Oh, new cutscene. And it's silent. This is probably cool as hell. No, it was like this on 2FM. Unless you had Recom clear data, which after I beat the game, I'll get like a save file of that on here and watch these cutscenes again. And it'll be in Japanese. Yeah, of course it was voiced in 2.5, but like here, this is how they did it. One of two ways, actually. The organization had Discord server video from Instagram Reels and TikTok. That's how maybe posted it.
The king, Riku, and now I've lost Kairi again too.
When you get access to theater mode, then that's one of the two ways that I think you get the Japanese voiceover of those cutscenes. I think if you have the 2FM, like the Recom clear data, then you get those cutscenes the first time around. I don't remember. It's still a new thing to me that I haven't seen in practice.
Bottle's right, you know. Why, you're the key that connects everything.
So it's all my fault.
Gorge, I didn't mean that. Just do what
I think
comes
the only reason they
natural to
locked the
you,
voice
and we're
acting
sure to
behind the
find
clear reward is because, you know, it's a different dub that just plays a new cutscene. So they were like, yeah, we'll just have it be silent for now.
Thanks, guys.
So it's not weird. Like, silence would be weirder than just switching the language.
Oh no! Hollow Bastion! It's all covered in darkness!
I do think, though, they should have done the thing they did with Lingering Will in this game and, like, Xemnas in Part 1 cutscene where they have, like, wind for voices. That would have been cooler. As, like, a placeholder. Like, how are they gonna make that shit silent and then not release Final Mix in the West? Like, what the fuck? Midnight Club 3 had a re-release. Just like a final mix of that game. And the re-release also managed to hit greatest hits status. This game would have hit greatest hits status 100% if they released FM. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know what time it is. Will he be there for D&D? Yes. Yes. Run us on YouTube. Why is he over there? What are you doing over there? Wish I had magic rings. I could get a +2, maybe even a +4 if I had like 1,000 money, but I don't. But that's for scrubs anyways. I got Oathkeeper. It'll do.
Donald!
Is Jack Sparrow on your team? I don't know. There's a Eugene. Eugene Schwartz. Eugene Schwartz. Alright, let's do this. I'm back and I'm stronger than last stream. Ooh. Stronger, by the way? I am stronger. My limit form is underleveled, though. Whoa. My thumb. What the fuck? Pressing buttons too hard? I got a little sensation in my thumb. Oh, you can't jump over that. Okay. I thought that they didn't track with that. I thought of it. I was like, oh, can you jump over that? No, you cannot. I don't think it was with Blizzard. Oh, you have a clip. You actually have a working clip. Okay, let's see it. I forgot about this. Oops. Oh, that? That is a lot of damage for a Blizzard, huh? That's more damage than a reflect. Maybe she's weak to ice. No, maybe she is actually weak to ice. Check the wiki on her stats. 0.5x. Hmm. 0.5x, that is weird. I don't know. I'll try and land a clean hit Blizzard finisher. I almost wonder if I were to look at that in slow motion, if there actually was some reason that it may have hit like 2 Larxenes, even though it looked like it was 1. And it was a finisher, it's just that's still a lot of damage, especially with the resistance in mind. Oops, that is not Blizzard. Maybe it's different stats for the split clones and they have less magic res. Maybe it's different. Or Blizzard res or something weird. Yeah, what the fuck? That was the Blizzard finisher damage. That didn't do shit. Finishing plus, it's not. It doesn't boost the damage. It just boosts the amount of finishers that you can do, like combo plus. Hit both clones at the same time. Oh, if you look at the clip, maybe. No, I genuinely don't know. Crit? This is Kingdom Hearts 2! Magic is never crit, not even in 1. What do you mean crit? The question mark there is right. I don't know, actually. That is really weird. Yeah, I don't have an explanation either. Whoa. Did you hear that stagger noise Larxene just made? What was that? Did she get like caught in the air with the reflect? That sounded weird. I think there are certain states though where Larxenes take boosted damage for some reason. Artificially. Only thing I can think of. I'm spitballing ideas. You're spitballing, yeah. Spit is the right word. Yeah, maybe it's some weird quirk where like the reflect damage was deferred or something weird. I feel like this fight would be a good example of things like that happening because of how potentially wonky the idea of you know, shared health bar and multiple targets. Hold up. Let me take a look again. Me too, Donald. Reflect. Reflect lands on something. Another reflect. That lands. Another reflect. Hits clone. Hits thing number 1. Thing number 2. Oh, hold up. It hits Larxene that's closer to me. Doesn't do any damage because it's during like a back roll where she's iframed. But I also buff her in the blizzard like right after that. And I get sent to the other Larxene? Huh. That's interesting. On screen. Oh yeah. You're normally invulnerable in those flips though? Yeah. But that might be a component of what happened. Maybe. That's the current idea. Interesting. Now I'm just farming for it. That is weird. I'll have to consult somebody for that. I'll send that to Mr. Bloody Biscuits at some point. If there's anybody that has seen any fuck shit in this game, inconsistent or otherwise, it would be him. I wonder if it had something to do with the RC as well. Because I just like got a random finisher in there, the RC showed up for a second. Maybe it has something to do with extra damage on a finisher that pulls up the RC. You know? Because the whole gimmick of like the two fate, well, if you don't want them to be two separate Larxenes, you hit them with a finisher that lets you hit triangle for the RC. Maybe that's some kind of exception to the damage and resistances usually possessed here. That hit both of them though. For about the same damage? That much amount of damage looks almost exactly like the damage in this clip that when I was just hitting a single one. Huh. Interesting. Well, now they're pissed. Yep. I don't know. There's neat though. Will you eat the purple Evangelion burger? Is that slang for Misato Katsuragi's pussy lips? Arby's? If so, then yes. That's what you mean by that. If it's some McDonald's bullshit grimace shake, hell no. Okay, that was a... Okay, you can't get mad at me. That was a fucking... That was a slam dunk. You cannot get mad at me. You can't get mad at me. That was a slam dunk opportunity. It's KFC, not McDonald's.
Shamlaw Part 2, I Would Suck Your Toes. Armpits Nemesis Days Remake Jackaroo Frost The Slur Awards. Slim Jim CRT Master Race ADHD Demi Sham Shamarai Humphrey Roxas Cosplay. Are those cubes guns?
Sure hope.
Plus 20 social credits.
CRT Master Race is one part of the lore, not two separate things. Yo, Stardust for the 4 months, thank you. Oh yeah, I'll investigate more of this damage thing later. It seemed like it was the same damage as if it hit 2, but for some reason only hitting 1. But maybe it has something to do with it triggering the RC, but because it was from range, the RC doesn't show up. Oh, we can do it. Pretty neat though. I guess we're doing strike rate. Another match. Why did I let you frame trap? I want to say thank you for the Midnight Cup 2 streams. Last one with the Xbox is where I learned I could upgrade to component HDMI. Yeah, it does look so much better. It looks smoother too. I've been using composite cables on a Wii for Guitar Hero, but then I hooked up I hooked up that game into my PS3 with component into the same CRT, and it was just like, I guess without the crosstalk that happens with composite cables, you get like a just smoother looking frame pacing or frame rate too in the mix, which I didn't really realize might be part of the equation. I guess if it's less fuzzy on the signal, it naturally creates that possibility. I just realized the reason why the game's lagging more than the last time is because Goofy Tornado is going crazy. Fucking my last reflect. I guess I could have just eaten 2 ethers. Wait, if I'm fighting this bit right now, why am I not putting in my elixir? All these other items are gonna confuse me. Mega potion. I guess I have an elixir and a mega elixir. Mega elixirs are hard to come by. I'm keeping that.
Yeah.
I thought I could run that out in time. It's annoying that it has English voices but not text. Do you think that when you watch anime when it has Japanese voices but not text? Do you think that in reverse? Think about it. It was made for the Japanese domestic market. What is this? What are you? Chevy Ford? JDM market? Calling it by its legal name? I can't even keep Donald alive, that's bullshit. I wish he could get in the way and reflect it. That's bullshit. That gets you all the way up there. What the fuck, Marksine? Photobombing the death cam. FF10 International had English text. Well, you wanna know why? It's because you're calling it international. You know what that means? This isn't international. This is Japanese only. International. Of course it's gonna have English text and English audio too. International. There you go. International was only released in Japan and Australia? Really? That I didn't know about. Well, I mean, it's... Does that not still fall under the definition of international? Yeah, there you go. It's still weird, but yeah. It's like Tony Hawk's Underground 1 only getting a PC port in Australia. Like, as if we can just download it everywhere else in the fucking world, but like, why only Australia for the PC? Weirdest shit ever. I'm kinda doing random strats right now. I wonder how long does it take to level up limit to 2 anyways? Oh.
Yeah. Light. Let's go. Ah. This is it. Let's go. Rah. Take this. Ha. 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 Yeah.
10-2 International is you gonna randomly say Japanese quotes for some reason even if you play full in English. DDS2 has the same thing going on in it sometimes. I think maybe both games just kind of... No, 2 specifically.
Let's go. This is it.
There we go. At least level 2 for the extra meter. Auto limit is also just like a good, it's actually a good ability. Because unlike the other 2 forms, it showing up on critical mode, you can just mash triangle for it to save your life. In any circumstance, as long as you have the drive. That's oftentimes when you want to use it, especially in solo fights, is like... You press that button instead of having to... It saves you the inputs of scrolling down to limit, especially if there are party members. But you want to use limit to save your life. You can mash triangle instead. That was meant to be limit again. Oh, there's another blizzard. Huh. Or was that the one that I saw and noticed? I'll take a look. There's this one I didn't even notice. It's like Tony Hawk's Underground 1. Oh yeah.
Getting a PC port in Australia.
I definitely didn't notice this.
Like as if we can just download it everywhere else in the fucking world, but like, why only Australia for the PC? Weirdest shit ever.
I want to say that getting a clean finisher on them is what also activates the join together RC. And I want to think that hits that get you that RC are just given extra damage because you're getting an opening on a difficult opponent to get a clean opening on when there are 2 of them doing all that shit. I'm gonna make that assumption for now. Unless you've seen me not do that, because you need a finisher specifically. So like normal blizzards and reflects don't catch it either. I'm gonna go with that for now because that just seems like something that is implicit and makes sense. Damn, you don't even get enough iframes to, like, that attack is so fast, but hitting the R's finisher is still not like an iframe state. Okay. I did that on purpose just to see if I'd get away with it in the iframes. What am I saying? You don't have iframes during Ars extensions. You never do. What am I thinking? That was a hella delayed second reflect finisher. What the hell? They got crazy. Ouch. Yeah, I don't have enough time for another world today, so I'm just doing some abs and silhouette stuff for fun. I got about, I want to say another 30 minutes to an hour? Question mark? 45. Just for safety. You got like an hour TBH? Okay. Just let me know. Going over. Oh. Whoa, weird pattern. Weird route. Oh! That was sick. Difficult to do. That's not an elixir, what the fuck? Well, what is this item sorting? What? At the bottom of the list is a mega potion, not a fucking elixir? That's so weird. Okay. They prioritize multi-targets under elixirs, alright. Actually makes sense, alright. Cool. We're still here? I did the whole world. I just dipped back into this to fuck around. What is he talking about? Have to do that. What? Whoa! Wait a fucking minute. Did that deal damage when they were just standing there T-posing? When I Sonic bladed into them? It did. What if you get sideways and hit fucking Strike Raid? I don't think I've seen anybody take advantage of that. I wonder how hard it is to, like, that's the longest time that you have to do anything to those arc scenes, because they delay the longest. What if you're already there by the time they spawn in, and you have some bullshit ready to go? That could actually be crazy. Yeah, it's the Nobody May Cry shit, but with a different attack. Or maybe the same attack, just like, you know, something that makes more sense for Sora to do in the normal game. Cool loop, actually. After doing that. Right idea, too late on the timing, though. wonder at what point in that animation... Oh, what if I think this is luck-based, but what if I place a Ragnarok right when the row of 5 spawn? That work? Or even honestly just doing like a Zantetsuken. Duck Flare. Comet. I don't have Duck Flare yet, but Comet... You have to know where they're gonna pop up and be throwing something in their direction. Yeah, Duck Flare and Comet are actually two pretty... Yeah, they're pretty two different... Pretty big two... They're good for different reasons. Comet being a lingering hitbox that works best on targets that are hyper armor, but can still take damage. Like why Dark Aura is 10 times better on like a level 2 Lexaeus than unbuffed Lexaeus. Damn, it's like perfectly timed to get you if you wait on the ground. I've been experimenting with a lot of neat stuff about this fight. Since the 2 streams since I've gotten to this point in the game, like that anti-form loop, that's pretty fun, but like it would take a lot for that to be practical or even consistent. It's pretty cool and fun, but this seems like it has a lot of potential, and I wonder, Whirly Goof? If I had it, I don't think I have it. Maybe I do. No, Whirly Goof, that would only be big enough to hit 2, maybe 3 tops. Landing Comet's finisher, there's a lot of startup time. Like just activating Comet, then pressing the finisher. Yeah, that is my brand. That's the mysterious figure Terra way. That is pretty true. I imagine Ripple Drive would be crazy. Zantetsuken maybe as well if it somehow hits 2 or 3. If you upper slash her into the air, then do an air combo on her after the fight opens, it will trigger the Merge RC. Yeah, I don't know that. Thanks, but you know the hero we're talking about right now in terms of strats, where that's like level 1 shit to this fight, we're on like level 5 right now. We're trying to invent level 6, right? It's actually beneficial to not let them merge because you get more damage on each clone. That didn't stagger. Oh well. That means that's actually good that she didn't get re-looped by that reflect, because if I had realized she was just gonna stand through it, I could start the combo with another reflect, 2 reflects. Etc. while game's running, yeah. That's how cheat. That's the basis of cheat engine. Just good luck. If you have to ask that question, then you might have a little bit to learn, but you'll know a new skill if you manage it. You can't. Yeah, you really cannot just land without aerial recovery to that attack. Like perfectly timed to catch you if you try to go for the iframes on the way down. I guess maybe if you aerial recovery at the perfect time before hitting the ground. Dropped an opportunity for a double jump precision right there. If I'd guarded like a second later or when it ended sooner, I would have gotten guard failed. Like this game's version of it. I need to have Donald and Goofy not be doing all this shit right now. It's so distracting. It's fucking me up. I need to turn them off. Their relentless attack right now. It's really fucking me up. I'm realizing. And maybe the RV as well. I can go all over the place. It's also lagging the game. Goofy's lagging the game way more because of that. At first I was like, oh yeah, I'll leave them on so that they have a bit more survivability, but that's like, hell no. Not what I want. I have limit for him now. I was getting in position to like maybe do something about like the 5 arc scenes in a row strat, but didn't quite work out that last time. Well, if you had a really long ground combo and you're able to reflect the damage of one of those patterns and be standing in the right spot, no, I think they would always arrange themselves to be in the opposite side of the arena if you just like stood still for that long. Got me in my opportunity. As a warm-up. Labbing out new shit with this fight. It's really neat when you don't have everything that you're supposed to. Limitations, creativity, something. Oh, they're doing this shit? Oh, they're in this again, huh? Weird. I had to. There's no other escape. Level 1 dodge roll sucks. I'm thinking Ragnarok at the right time would be the best bet for that attack to like really be taken full advantage of. Or Comet, but that's like, you'd have to get hella lucky for that to land in the right spot. Whoa, okay. What the fuck just happened? And why did I only hit that last button just to fucking synchronize with my stupid ass alliteration. Else I may have lived that.
Now escape. Now escape. Now escape. Now escape.
Because I can do that really well, that's why.
Now escape. Now escape. Take this.
Isn't that what they also say? Just randomly?
Let's go. This is it. Let's go. It's over. Okay.
Yeah, this shit. They actually are pretty tightly clustered there. That might be more doable than I thought. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. Take this with Gene Jafar's line. Ah, yes, the infamously exclusive thing that characters in anime games only one person will say ever per game is take this. No, that was Genie Jafar's line, not anybody else's. Not Sora's, not the fucking eels in underwater, you know. Ooh! How old is this TV? Several. 2 decades, at least. Actually, maybe exactly 2 decades. I just realized that Comet is not on. Trinity limit. I feel like it might be impossible to activate that in time and have Donald and Goofy be alive, but against like the 5 clones against the wall, imagine hitting them with a major drive. Or just using it throughout that whole limit. Even without any prep, actually. You know what? I'm gonna try that. It doesn't need a miracle for it to farm a decent number of hits on the opportunities that there are 5 on screen present. Huh. Might be something really big today. Oh, already? Wait a minute. Uh-oh, nope, this is not what I wanted to have happen. How come they do that sometimes? There are some weird things that can happen if you push this fight in odd ways. Like, they do one pattern formation and then go back to double clone shenanigans instantly. What's the logic to that? Some weird things happen. Snails. Nance. Can you pay me in advance? Nance. I don't have time to do that. But it does set up a decent setup for this. Did not like that shit one bit. Too bad I don't have the ability to use Trinity right now, or else I could try the thing. Oh, that's fine. But I'm not doing it. Fucked up the RV. That was... Normally I would reflect there, but didn't have the fucking MP and time to do so. Did you sleep at all? Yeah, I did. I got a good nap in. Alright, this warrants the Mega Elixir. Old Jam would have been done now. Old Jam would not have realized the potential here. Old Jam would have settled for the shit that everybody does that works for everybody. New Sham is inventing something never seen before, perhaps. New Sham invents his own strategies instead of copying the same shit that everybody does. At the risk of looking like a fool. Occasionally. But I only have a decent little bit longer before I get some other plans for the night. I got in a good world of footage. I'm gonna be booting up these production streams at much more random hours whenever I've got the time to work on the video. Whoa. Getting too comfortable with limit form guard timing. Oh, I thought I could step that. I didn't start walking fast enough. Bloodborne streamer learns of a real super boss experience. Bloodborne actually easy as fuck though. It genuinely really is when you play it after all the rest of the fucking shit that FromSoft has made us do as like the new standard of difficulty. Bloodborne is actually very easy when you go back to it. You know what? I'm in Wisdom form now, and that's fine. Getting hit there on purpose is actually a really good way to set up the silly combo. Like if you try to land 3 hits into upper slash, you get hit by the other Larxene, then they're both... One of them is stunned, the other one is recovering from an attack, and they're both against the wall to your side, and then you can just pop them both up with limit, and then do whatever you want to both of them at the same time. It's actually kind of a decent setup in a way. Okay, I get clipped here, and then... I did too late for us, that would have worked, but... I'm dead as fuck right here. I'm not. Now I'm dead. What am I trying to do now? There are like 3 ideas that I've come up with. I just have to save like a Mega Elixir or a Mega Potion for when they go into split pattern and pop a Trinity in the middle of everything and see just how many hits I can randomly get with it. And imagine, ooh, for any amount of Trinity hit count, what if you cashed it in and got the time stop when all 5 clones were on screen? Would they all take the same amount of... Would they all take the damage? Huh. It's kind of like a Demyx clone style of thing, in a way. In like the reverse way. That didn't work because I didn't do it at the right time, but that was the idea. But it also didn't stop time. Does it ever stop time? No, it just pulls in the enemies. Even against, like, you get the hit count against, like, all the Larxenes passing through screen and activating it when 2 are standing still. That seems like it could still just be, like, really good on its own, maybe. This is weird. I'm trying to think of a way that I can set this up in a reasonable way. I should just try getting a raw Trinity in when it's just like both of them at the start. Staggerable. It's just too bad Donald doesn't fucking exist. I just gave potions to Goofy. Handle that. Oh, there he goes. You see how much it looks like lag there? Unfortunately, they're doing this. 0 hits? What do you mean 0 hits? Are they not allowed to add to the hit count? Are they, like, exempt or bugged? Whoa, that's something. What's up with that? 0 hits. I definitely got a bit more than 0. What the fuck was that? They were still invincible? Does Trinity not activate the damage part of it if the only target in the room is invulnerable? Yeah, I guess I've never tried it in that way. No, when I play K2J and like the only thing that is worth a damn in that game is 700 hit count Trinity every time. You can still use that on enemies that are, I guess, damage gating. What's all that about? I mean, I guess Trinity in this way... Yo! Sky9 with the 22 months, thank you. Like, this is gonna hit their flinch count and make them de-split, like, immediately. 343 Halo swap? Yeah. It looks like swap. That's so weird. Why isn't it allowed to do anything? Oops. Premature. Or rather, post-mature. Has anybody ever tried to use Trinity in this fight? I wonder if, like, if you miss the opportunity at all for it to hit an eligible target, if it just stops being eligible, just like period, to do damage. Because it doesn't pull them in like it does like Demyx, or I don't even think it pulls Demyx in like it does with normal enemies. I should try doing it later in the fight though. It just doesn't work right off the gate. The program to go together after that many hits or whatever. This is weird button lightning. Gotten a lot of things out of this. And the last session too, maybe. Especially that setup, like I missed time to limit pop, but being able to get them both on the same side and staggerable is a really good setup because getting like the double R's on them is always fun. Like I could have activated there too.
Take this.
What the fuck? Yeah, it breaks. If you ever lose line of sight on Trinity, it breaks, so you really have to find a way for them not to do that. Question mark? You let her fucking stand there for 1 second, and then she takes an action. I was like, oh, let me upper slash her so I can have the time to use a fucking ether, because you don't get to live if you either don't have reflect or max growth abilities. That's interesting, though. I wonder if there's a setup for somehow managing to keep Larxene in hit stun long enough to do a Trinity, like to finish a Trinity and then get the damage from the big Trinity out. I just blizzard them out of the way, but I just realized though, if I want to ride my party members, using limits is a way to do it, actually. What the? Oh yeah, strike rate sucks. They got rid of the iframes. When you use limits and your party members are dead, they get taken out of the fight. Just in general, they get pulled out of the fight, and then like spawn back in. And when you do that with the limits, they respawn with health, so you can save the you can save the like the high potion at the time it takes, which is really useful quirk. Would be cool to talk about in the video. I think that would be good for a different video. That's what's cool about these bulk recording sessions is some of my number one most viewed video is a video. It's the Sora murders his friends video, right? That's like spare footage that I got as part of the Real project, which was the KH1 New Game Plus video. But the Slop project I made for fun got 5 times the amount of views. So like what I'm doing right now could be part of like something I do later for a video on this topic. That's unfortunate. If I reflected instead of tried to guard there, that would have been a huge layup. Ragnarok kind of goes crazy though, even without trying to get like 5 Larxenes stoned at the same time. Just using it to destroy one, delay their RV, and like have the spare projectiles hit the other one. That's pretty good damage. If I had like a more leveled up limit for him, it'd be even crazier. I was trying to get them set up. I should... Oh yeah, here's what I'm going to try doing real quick. Get both of them staggered. Do a limit on Zentetsuken combo on both into a Ragnarok. Can you do that? Like with ours, but with Ragnarok instead? A 1, 2, 3 Zentetsuken into a Ragnarok instead of ours. Guess I can lie about the better version of this move now. Oops. Split apart one entry. The amount of flinches it takes for her in solo phase to split apart again is random. So you really have to improv that, which is scary when it's literally like a 2-frame attack will kill you. They built this game. The game was built. There we go. I didn't watch on the Switch though. If I did, then I would have pushed the Larxenes together so I'd done something cool. Yeah, you can do that. Of course, you can do it yourself. I want to see the damage of a double Ragnarok. I wonder if I even have enough limit for, like, enough drive gauge for a double Xantetsuken ending combo to not instantly eat all my meter. I think I do. At least into a Ragnarok, and then from there it almost certainly will end. Get her there on purpose, she pushes me. Wait. Knock him up. Knock him scenes. Don't get slide dash for some reason and drop the combo because Sword didn't fucking do a slide dash. I didn't walk away far enough. Okay. Getting that out better now. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I am dead. I don't know what the fuck a Mega Potion is compared to an Elixir. Each Xantetsuken's a drive bar? Actually, yeah. Just like exactly. So it'd be 2 drive on top of the hits leading up to it. But I have, like, what? 4 drive? Or maybe 5? It's level 2. I mean, I've been able to do... Actually, you might be right. That does not get him. Getting the right lock on at the start of the fight can be a little annoying too, because sometimes you're closer to the Larxian on the right, you're walking towards the Larxian on the right, you press the button, it locks onto the farther Larxian on the left, and the camera does like almost a full 180, or like 90-degree turn, you get disoriented. I guess, unless you do it in a much more specific way. I'll figure out a way that works better. It kind of works, but it was the wrong move. And I did have enough drive. It actually did work. That was pretty cool. You see how, like, instantly filled my health from that? Okay, can I figure out this fucking thing? I know you don't have much time left. I have a lot of cool ideas for this fight, though, that I want to revisit on, like, PC. Maybe make a video out of unorthodox Larxian strats. That's what I want to start doing with my stream a lot more, is, labbing out / just outright making videos. Like, labbing out the ideas for them, and then also just, like, doing them. I kinda miss the I really do miss, like, the free-form fucking around with stuff and, like, finding things. And I never did that enough with KH2. You know? Like, earlier when I was talking shit, like, you guys were talking some shit about, like, Old Cham would have done this by now. And I'm saying, Old Cham playing KH2, making the KH2 experience, just did the same shit that everybody else would do. Speedrun strats, as if KH2 speedrun strats looked as cool as Birth by Sleep making shit up swag strats, you know? I want to do that, bring that energy to KH2. I never really have, except for in, like, KH2 randomizers. It's like the one time. What does it take to fucking time this right? Jesus. There we go. Oh, that. Hell, what's their RV? Okay, I have an idea. Launching them both in the air with a limit pop is not easy, but what if I slide dash in first? Maybe that's what I was doing. Yeah, I've seen some of the people that do, like, the miscellaneous swag stuff. I don't want to see any of those because I don't want them to, like, influence my own creativity. I'd rather, like, be in the dark of what some of these people are doing with, like, crazy setups for strike raid curving and, like, going up geometry. I've already stolen enough of those strats from, like, Yachi from back in the day. I'm trying to make my own now. I already knocked like 2 bars off. Not quite 2, but you know. No, I'm definitely dead because... Oh. I'm definitely dead now because... Oh, man, not dead. Thank you, Thunder Res. Wait, Knock Smash. I haven't even tried anything with Goofy Knock Smash. Hold on. Goofy actually has fucking survivability, right? I can actually rely on him to have this button exist, you know? I wonder what crazy shit Knockback could... Knock Smash. Because I know there's a lot of fun shit with Whirly Goof, Magnet. Any boss that can be pulled into a magnet can just be eviscerated by that shit. I don't think she can. Oh, she can. Fuck. Magnet Trinity? That's fast enough. Two things. Goofy just tracked into the row of 5 Larxenes. I don't know if it did any damage, and then I did like 2 little basic chip damage swings or something like a slide dash, and it did more damage, I think, than it normally would. You see that? That's interesting. But now I'm thinking basic again. I was able to put 1 Larxene into a magnet. Why not 2, and why not with a Trinity? Ready to fire. It'd be really funny if you could do Magnet Trinity and it be as good as like every other instance of it, and it's just like somehow I hadn't seen anybody do it, or nobody really has. I guess it is weird to make up a strat that's like specifically good for this point in coming to this fight, but like, oh, I almost dumbass with a fucking liability here too that I have to factor in. And also that didn't work. What? What does man have to do? Oh, okay.
Back off.
Yeah, there's some kind of damage deferral that happens, because it happened with the Blizzard earlier. That was like questionable, but I thought there was a decent answer for it that wasn't crazy. But seeing the Knock Smash do no damage and then basic attacks just got like ramped up, something, it makes sense that this fight would have some weird shit going on, health bar mechanics and whatnot. unique system here. I'm trying all the fuck shit possibilities now.
I can do this. Prepare to hurt.
I wonder if it's possible to make more than just Lexaeus fall out of bounds with Chicken Little FPS mode. Because Chicken Little's FPS mode generates a pretty wide displacing hitbox so that in first person you're not just like flipping into Larxene's shoes, you know, unfortunately. And that's why Lexaeus, if you go FPS mode when he does the DM where he flies into the arena, he doesn't get, you keep him out of the arena because he's not allowed to get past you in first person, you know? I wonder if more bosses can be manipulated to not be able to make it back in bounds, or just like appear out of bounds and get owned. Yeah, I'll check out the clip later on stream.
Give me strength.
I have a few more ideas I want to check out before calling it wraps. Maybe, or not a few more ideas, just a few more attempts of trying this shit. Didn't I catch a Larxene in a magnet earlier? Oh yeah, what if I like /1 first before trying to do that weird shit? Or better yet, both of them. Both of them. What is it? I have no fucking clue what's happening. Let me just take a look at that real quick. I remember what I saw. I just want to double check. Oops. Wait, is that when I got a magnet too? No, I staggered her with the magnet, but I thought... Did I? No, I was getting double hits because of the magnet, so she was getting affected by it. Weird. That's not the part of this that I'm looking for. It's... Yeah, Goofy gets deep in there. Passes through nearly all of them. I do a slide dash in and it all compounds. Whoa, that's more damage than I remember. But it's only the first hit. Yeah, it's like it stacks and releases. That's really funky. I wonder if anybody knows anything about that. Goofy does what? He gets deep in there. You heard me. Deep in there. You really can't land and do anything in time, huh? Yeah. Actually, almost felt marginal. I don't know. I got like one more crack at it before I gotta go for the night. That doesn't count. What I want to try doing is seeing if I can get both affected by a Magnet Trinity at the same time. Because I was getting the Magnet multi-hits with Knock Smash. What if I get that in a Trinity and I can somehow kill them? Or do something crazy. Double damage Trinity. Yeah. The sun's setting, it's not out just yet. Oh well. My model PS3 is the one that is 100% accurate. It's an A model. The OG model number 1 type deal. It would still be worth double checking on like the true real deal, but like, you know. Like, what does that matter when we play a shit on PS4 and so many things don't fucking work anyways? PS4, PC, you know. They always do this shit. It can't be done. This is the most I've seen Trinity like not allowed to be used. It'd be weird. Sora, you can't be doing that. Okay, one more fuck around, but this is gonna be a lock-in and actually try and do it semi-normally. Attempt. That's what this is gonna be. And then gotta go. Whoa. Okay. Put it all together and do something normal. What limit is that? I think that's common actually, that's good. Gonna do one fucking combo, one retaliation loop into reactivate instead of like the 2 or 3 or 4 that she normally does. Come on, Lexi. The flinch parameter that fucking random tonight. Come on now. I don't think you can. Yeah, the PS3 already has a PS2 emulator on it. It's called the PlayStation Classics, and however else it plays. You didn't see that damage I just did. What the fuck was that? Oh, gee, great. Just when it's all over. Maybe if I hadn't gone stupid style and used 3 comets and wasted up Mega Potion, I could have done that. Ooh, that was, I gotta look back at that one later. Because 1 or 2 sequences of that in the middle of everything did, like, super damage. Something crazy landed during that. I'm not sure what. But it started with a reflect that just like did like 3 times the damage it should have, a single one. Yeah, this fight is a gold mine for like real crazy shit. It always has been. Maximum reflects. Ooh, look at the damage! What the fuck was that? What the hell just happened? Hold up. You can just like throw shit at this fight, and sometimes she explodes. It kind of reminds me of Captain Hook in KH1 when you do stop strats. Oh, Comet? Oh, I didn't put it back on. That's unfortunate. I'll play until I get summoned by the fellas. I didn't have Comet on. Got the mini. Kind of an important part of how this works. Maybe. This is such a fun fight. All of these, really. Especially Lexaeus, just for normal reasons. Because you can just reflect him to death without doing crazy shit. But I really have to piss, so I better wrap it up soon. Suze. Free clips content. Yeah, I gotta ask some people, some old heads, if they know what might be happening here, because I don't think I've ever seen this like described or pointed out as something like known or. Didn't put on comment again, a word. Hold up. Hold your dicks. 38? How did she even land? That's some bullshit. That shouldn't have happened. What the fuck? Room saves. Okay. Room saving. How did I not invent prepare and retry? They put prepare and retry and recom, you know, as like a thing that happens automatically. Okay, genuine actual last one. Because I should have comment on this time. The last one was gonna be the last one. But it wasn't the last one. Oh, goodbye, Dom. They're just making shit up now, and so am I, honestly.
Yeah.
If my limit form runs out, then it's over for the night. Oh, it didn't run out. Okay. Making shush. Oh. That's what's funny about this game, though. Sometimes you, like, push it in new ways, and then the bosses make shit up, too. That's why Sephiroth gets, like, harder the more I play this game. I find myself in more stupid situations because I'm playing looser and looser. And just new shit is happening out of nowhere for, like, no reason. Don't split apart! No! I gotta go. We're getting a little bit too sloppy on this. But I'll revisit the, Stop! No! No! Hurrah! Hurrah! I want the Guardians of Light. I'll revisit this. I definitely want to, like, especially on PC, where the frame rate is, not so tight. And mash things out more. One more? I really have to piss. That was the one more. Didn't I already save? Do I need to do this again? No, this is just with the menu, but it's not like I used or wasted any items. Okay. Yeah, I got limit to level 2. That's the only thing that changed. Good. Would you fucking hurry up? I really have to piss. Okay, Jesus. Fucking video game. But, yeah, that does it for me today. I'll be live with more of this in a few days. I'll be doing some shit for the next few days, but not too long. And it'll be potentially at much more random hours than before, so that I can actually fit it into more of my busier or like sporadic days. But yeah, have a good night. See you later. I'm not sure what. But it started with a reflect, so I just like did like 3 times the damage it should have, a single one. Yeah, this fight is a gold mine for like real crazy shit. It always has been. Maximum reflects. Ooh, look at the damage! What the fuck was that? What the hell just happened? Oh, she can. Fuck. Magnet Trinity? That's fast enough. Two things. Goofy just tracked into the row of 5 arc scenes. I don't know if it did any damage, and then I did like 2 little basic chip damage swings or something like a slide dash, and it did more damage, I think, than it normally would. You see that? It's like Tony Hawk's Underground 1 only getting a PC port in Australia. Like, as if we can just download it everywhere else in the fucking world, but like, why only Australia for the PC? Weirdest shit ever.